Hello everyone, hope you're well, smelling great, enjoying your favourite fragrances today, and this is what we're going to be opening. It is from Mancera, and it's called Black to Black. Hello everyone, yes, this is what we'll be opening today. It is by Mancera, Black to Black, and I don't often get excited, though I am excited. I may not look it, though I'm excited. And yeah, I don't know why, to be honest. It's I think I've just had my eye on this one for a while. I first had my eye on this when I started to get into oud, which was about a year ago, and I was just researching stuff, and for some reason this one stood out to me, and I've only just recently been able to purchase it. It was out of commission for a while, so yeah, pleased to have got it. It's a blind buy, so my excitement might be short-lived. We never know with a blind buy if it's going to pay off or not. Yeah, we'll see. Without any further ado, let's get into it. It's a pretty easy open. That easy sort of plastic to come off straight off. Nice shiny black box with some sort of pattern in there. Eau de Parfum concentrate, 120ml. Don't even know what I paid for this. I really don't. I'll have to find out. I don't think it's much. It's around the 100 mark. You can smell a bit in there. It's the usual Mancera little sack, bag, pouch, magic bean pouch. So that's the big reveal. The juice. Looks like another oud of theirs, one that I have. Same colour, similar colour. So yeah, I can smell something around that. I can smell rose, which smells a really nice rose actually. There's nothing leaking around it. There's no fluid. Might just be a really strong fragrance. I believe that this might have been reformulated, so I doubt this is the original. It's a magnetic cap, so I don't know if the original had a screw cap, but let's get it on. So it took a couple of pumps, so that's how already I'm liking that. Right, I put 2 on there, and that already smells very strong. I'll put a 3rd on, and I'll put a 4th. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That's way strong. That is. that is very strong rose. Can't smell any oud. I've had a few fragrances like that. Especially rose oud fragrances, they tend to be rose heavy, less oud. So whether or not this is real oud in this, it's hard to determine. The price of it would suggest it's perhaps not, or it's a very low concentration of oud. So yeah, by all means, if anyone knows, let me know if that's legitimate oud in this or not. Let's have a look at the note breakdown. So top notes are saffron, cloves and bergamot. I'm going to be honest, I can't tell what notes are in this. The only thing I can smell is rose. That's the only thing and this is the fresh, this is like straight out of the bottle, so it might take some time to settle down and find its character. Surprisingly enough, it's the middle note. Rose is the middle note, and then patchouli leaf, amber and jasmine. And the base notes are agarwood, leather, white musk and sandalwood. Because It feels like in the top, middle and base it's just pure rose. Now fortunately I like that. If I'd have bought this a year ago, I'll probably be honest, I probably wouldn't have liked this because of it's so pronounced with the rose. It'd have put me off because that's the dominant thing over everything with this. I wasn't necessarily, I've had to grow into liking rose. This would have just been a no-no, though I'd have probably returned back to it. And yeah, fortunately I've got used to rose and I actually really enjoy it now. That this is a killer. Already I can tell this is a killer. I have another black oud one from Montale, which is similar to this in its composition, smell. It's very rose heavy, though this is far superior to that. There's just something about it. It's still slightly synthetic, I'll give it that. However, it's settling down. That syntheticness is just sort of in that opening, and I can smell it in the lid, the synthetic, in the cap there. I anticipate a pretty well balanced dry down with this. Usually with rose though, because it's such a strong note and ingredient, that it does have the capability to be overbearing of most other ingredients that are in there. Let's have a quick look. The longevity, it's saying it's eternal, sillage, enormous. I don't doubt either of those. I could feel that with them first two sprees that this is a bit of a powerhouse. It's like I do have to go out, and I am going to quite a confined room, so yeah. Yeah, it does feel like a long laster. Its gender is unisex, more male, and value for price, good value, saying okay. So yeah, so right. Black to Black by Mancera is a leather fragrance for women and men. Well, the leather, I'm not picking it up at all. I don't doubt it's in there. I'm just not, nose is just not trained to pick that nuance up. It's Pierre Montale, so the nose behind this fragrance. So it is very similar to Black Oud from Montale. Interesting to see if they share similar ingredients actually. Right. Pros for this is it's potent and long lasting. There's no doubt this is probably one of the it's the thing with Mancera, they are potent, and this is, I thought red tobacco was potent. This is perhaps superseded red tobacco, though in a rose orientated way. Pleasant and elegant. It feels that. It feels it's going to be that, not straight away. You know, this is a brand new. I had to have 2-3 pumps to get some air into this and to get the atomizer working. I imagine left to sit for a while, and once it's dried down, this is going to be very elegant. It's for a sophisticated event. This is, I would feel, a jacket event, black tie jacket sort of event. Bold and dark opening. It is bold. It is bold, gregarious, and yes, it's gonna take a certain confidence to wear this. And you're gonna have to like rose. So yeah, luxurious and elegant. Yeah, when it says luxurious and elegant, I'm not taking that away from it. However, I do feel the rose is a step down to other niche houses that use rose. Xerjoff spring to mind. Their quality of rose is formidable. Far more luxurious than this, though this is still a wonderful scent. Beautiful rose oud combination. Not picking the oud up. Just not. That can be quite common with me with rose ouds. If they're really well balanced and it's a low concentration of oud, it's very hard for me to detect the oud, and I get quite disappointed. That's why I'd sooner get a more premium, costly, niche rose oud, because they do, I feel they up the ante with the oud. Perfect for fall and winter. Yeah, I imagine that this, in the summer, it's gonna react. It really is. In high heat, this will react. If you like that reaction, if you like that atomic nuclear reaction, then yeah, you go for it. Great for black tie. That's what I thought. Great for black tie events. Delicate touches of masculinity. Flipping delicate. Yeah. There really needs to be a confidence in one's masculinity to wear this, or the opposite. If you're a feminine masculine and you don't mind rose, yeah, you could really rock this. Okay, cons: too pungent, sharp, or strong for some. Well, when I first got one spray, it hit me. It like really hit me. It was like, here we go. I don't know if that's a con though. I mean, it may be a con to some. What I would suggest is, if you're not into nuclear fragrances, beast mode fragrances, but you do like rose, don't go for this. Yeah, it's just a real announcer. It will let people know you're in the room. 100%. So that may be a con for if that's your type of fragrance, and if you do love the beast mode, you do love rose, you do love, and you've got the confidence and you love letting people know you're in the room, then yeah, that's a pro. Not versatile or casual. No, it isn't versatile. This is specific event stuff. This is. And yeah, it wouldn't be an easy grab for me. It's not something I'd just grab off, on my way to the gym, or just doing me shop, or mending a fence or something. It just wouldn't be that type of grab. Reminiscent of old-fashioned scents, according to some. And I've said it about other fragrances as well, it's got that old non-R feel to it. It's got that old rose like feel from the 60s, 70s type rose fragrance. It does have that. It is settling down. It really is. I'm not sure what it is that's coming in. The rose settling down is allowing other notes to come in. Strong projection, not for everyone's taste. Yeah, this won't be for everyone. Synthetic scent for some. It did smell slightly synthetic on first spray. That's all but gone now. Lacks sillage in comparison to similar fragrances. I doubt this lacks sillage. I really doubt this does. This is, it's not choking me though. It's like sort of choking me. It's like, it's wide, it's big, it's people are going to know you in the room. I'll probably, to be honest, because now what I'm feeling off this, I'm probably going to have a shower, and that's not in disrespect to this fragrance, not at all. It's in respect to where I'm going. This is not for that occasion. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to tame it down a bit, but I imagine this is probably going to take quite a bit to shower off as well. It's strong, it is. Right, let's have a look at what other people are saying. Smells like an old magazine page. Cool scent. Interesting, alright. This smell of magazine. Fresh, glossy magazine. Bold rose leather, more masculine version of Oud Setting Mood. If you love rose, add this to your list. I fully encourage blind buy. Not much more to be said. Well, would I encourage blind buying this? If you like rose, yeah. If you do, yeah, really have to like rose, and if you do, blind buy it. I mean, this is I believe this is the reformulated. I believe it was even stronger than this before. So, heaven knows what that smelled like. It smells like a 50-year-old masculine woman with a drinking problem. Well, that might explain the old Nana feel to me. My Nana wanted a drinker, but she would smell rose fragrances. Oud and rose, but more long lasting and not very strong oud in this fragrance, only rose. Yeah, I'd say I'd have to put some rose, so I'd have to put some oud on underneath this. Yeah, and I think that would be killer, some real authentic oud, like, and then with this on top. That's gonna be killer, really is. Holy crap, 24 hours later, one shower, still detectable on my skin. I did one spray in the inner part of my elbow and I still detect the rose. I mean, my nose is right upon it. I don't have any fragrances with this type of longevity on my skin. Might be my skin chemistry, but wow, I personally don't really love this, but other people around me enjoy it. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I won't be making the mistake of putting 4 sprays of this on again. I just will not. That 2 would have sufficed. One of the best oud rose fragrances, period. All things considered, dark, bold, spicy, exotic, yet clean, warm, pleasant, and inviting, wearable. This is a true masterpiece. I layer this with Mancera's Black to Black and Montale Oud Amazing. The combination is stunning. A spicy resinous fruit oud that will blow any Oroja, Zerjoff or MFK oud out of the water. Alone they are both great, but together mind-blowing experience once they fully dry down. I just got this and I want to believe there are plenty of fakes out there. Mine is a screw cap made in 2020. I noticed the tiniest particle in the juice. No sillage, no longevity, and yes, it does smell like black oud. Well, this was from a fragrance discounter, Latino, so I don't think they'd be selling fakes. And the way this is performing on me, I can feel it projecting and emanating. Straight up the most nuclear fragrance I've ever smelled. This stuff is rocket fuel. Almost took my nostrils clean off. I concur. This is other than Mancera's red tobacco, as I mentioned, this is the strongest. This is stronger than that. This is very potent old oud stuff that is hard to please anyone and can offend people easily. I think it can be only wearable at very cold temp, which unfortunately not available in my country. I use it as room perfume mostly. Oh, interesting. Yeah, why not? I think that's the only way that want to get rid of that bottle, like in a lifetime, because there's nowhere I'd put more than 2 sprays of that on. And so 2 sprays, and I wouldn't wear it that much, that there's no way I'm using that in my life. Not with the other fragrances that I generally wear regularly. To those of you who own this perfume, enjoy it, because it's been reformulated to death. I get maybe an hour now, and yes, bought my bottle from a legit store. It's a shame. They always do this. Quite a few others have always also been reformulated, sadly. Well, I'd be surprised if this only lasts an hour on me. From what I'm picking up off this and knowing what my skin type is and what type of fragrance, how it reacts on my skin, this ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, yeah, so the code is 23H241F. So if anyone wants to check that out, I don't know what year it is. It just feels like a thick syrup. It's like glued on. See, the person here really disappointed with the purchase. Poor longevity and poor projection. This one must have been reformulated just opposite of beast mode. Don't like it at all. In my country, Saudi Arabia, this perfume scent is for old ladies and grandmas attending a formal occasion, wedding, engagement, etc. Yeah, I hear you. I can see this being used to change the smell of a room in preparations for guests arriving. These eyes reformulated, does not last long on my skin. A moderate projection before it became skin scent pretty fast. Awesome masculine but unisex fragrance. Easily a woman can pull this though, easily. This person here, this is a rose scent. I can't imagine a man wearing this. 2. Under that strong rose smell, something probable oud stinks so bad it just makes me sick. Rose smells like a rose house freshener. For me, it's 100% scent for woman, older, like 80 plus older. And yeah, it's one of the strongest scents I've ever touched. It does, and if you don't want rose, stay away, just back off. Yeah, very, very strong and pungent on first blast. This is an extremely jammy rose, like OMG. What a great rose and dried down, becomes very oudy, which is also excellent. Love rose, love oud, lasts all day and projects the same. Glad I got it. Might be a signature for me. Absolute stunning, heavy, deep oud and rose. Not sweet, just deep and smoky. Killer sillage. And longevity stretches to months on Cloves. So good, I purchased 3 large backup bottles just in case they discontinued or reformulated this majestic juice. That's dedication to fragrance, isn't it? When you're buying 3 backup bottles. I think the most backup bottles I have is 1, 2, 3. I have 4 backup bottles of a particular fragrance. Yeah, the other fragrance I've got 2 backup bottles for. What do people think of backup bottles? Backing up a bottle just in case it runs out or reformulates. 2 words: have love. Maybe one of the best oud, winter only. Now this is not, I don't want to disagree with that person. It might be because I don't know his batch though. This isn't, I'm not picking up the really not. It's up there with the best rose. It's very similar to the Amouage rose one, not rose incense, the other rose one. Now this is something really amazing, a real EDP here, not joking. Sillage monster, longevity monster, projection monster. Right, we'll leave it on this. Intoxicating would be an appropriate name for this fragrance. Very, very loud, sweet, oudy, elegant for the night. Leaves a wild trail, smells expensive, not common. The best blind buy ever. You'll get noticed in a positive way. I will wear it during the daytime as well. Thanks, Schwesser. Yeah, so considering this is a blind buy, do I regret it? No, not in the slightest. It's a lovely fragrance. Really is. I've had it on now, 30 minutes, and it's calmed down. It's still very, very pungent, though that initial oak, I loathe to put any more on. Ordinarily I would. I'm definitely not with this. No, I'm just gonna have this wear with 4 sprays. And yeah, see, it's the same with red tobacco. For me, the longer I wear it, the more monstrous it becomes, and I've got a feeling this is going to be similar. I'd be very surprised if this drops off me in an hour. I'd be very disappointed as well, because it is actually really nice. But then if it does, great, because you only need a couple of sprays anyway to top this one up. So carrying a little decant around just to top up, I don't think a person's going to need that. It may be getting osnemic to it after an hour, possibly, or it might well be to the batch variations. I don't know much about batch and reformulation stuff, and I do know, like, when I've done this with Parfum de Marly, is that when I go to the older concentrations, the more percentage volume ones, they're more distinguished. They don't necessarily last longer, though the fragrance is more pronounced. It's very similar fragrance that you can put one on one the other, and the other will be sort of stronger in its quality. It feels more thick and set in its quality, though never experienced much change in performance, in longevity rather. Just this slightly, I wouldn't even say watered down. They're just shallower. They're not as deep. Yeah, if that is reformulated, I have no idea what the original smells like, because this is just absolute, just monsterish. No disappointment for the blind buy on this one at all. In fact, no. I think this would be my fourth Mancera now, possibly fifth, and I've not been let down with this house, to be honest. Pretty much the ones that I own, and they've all been blind buys, and I've not been disappointed by any of them in one way, shape or the other. They've been useful for certain situations. I'm quite liking Mancera's house. Let me know any thoughts or comments if you have this, or what you feel about Mancera. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I wish you all, well, I'm sure you're all creating value in your lives and environment, and I wish you all the best for now. Bye.